You know what time it is. The newest sci-fi adventure film has released, and that film is Hail Mary.
How many special people change?
This film is based off the novel Hail Mary, and the author is Andy Weir, who also wrote The Martian, a very successful book and movie from 2016. And if that doesn't catch your interest, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller directed Hail Mary, and they also brought us great films like the Lego Batman movie, Into the Spider-Verse, the comedies 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street, and more. This film follows Ryland Grace, a once-upon-a-time school teacher, who awakens on an interstellar spacecraft with no memory of how he got there or why he's there. Along the way, he meets the alien Rocky, not to be confused with Rocky Balboa. Hey, Adrian! Though there are a lot of references to Rocky Balboa, and Rocky and Grace have to come together to work to save both of their planets. So this might seem like a bold take, but this is one of the best sci-fi adventure films I have seen. But it's like in that other side genre of sci-fi. You know, we have sci-fi like Dune, Star Wars, Star Trek. But this is more in that grounded sci-fi genre, if that's what you want to call it. Movies like Interstellar, The Martian, Gravity. If you were to put it in order from like realistic to non-realistic, I'd say it goes Apollo 13 because it's based on true events, The Martian, then Hail Mary, Interstellar, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's kind of the... And then after that, we have everything else like Star Wars and Dune, etc. The story was just super good and engaging. I mean, we've seen it before as far as we've got to save the Earth, the sun is dying, astronaut has to go out to save everybody. But what made this different was just how well it blended all the different tones. I mean, it's a high stakes movie. I mean, Earth dying, does it really get bigger than that? And I guess there's movies where the galaxy's at stake, but sometimes when they go too big, it's just like, I'm on Earth, just focus on Earth. But yeah, it's high stakes, but it blends comedy super well, but not like over the top comedy. Like, you know, I mean, I'd say Guardians of the Galaxy is more a comedy movie than anything. But this movie still has intense moments. It's still a tearjerker at times. But I was laughing throughout most of the movie at the same time. The moments just happen naturally. And props to Ryan Gosling. I give a lot of the credit to him. Actually, probably like most of the credit. He helps you feel all the different emotions in this movie. I mean, I will say, for those of you that expect a Interstellar type movie, it was no Interstellar. But I don't say that as in it was a worse movie. It was just different. Where Interstellar excels in visuals, CGI, a lot of elements with science backing it. Where Hail Mary may not have those same elements, it makes up for it with a great story, a heartfelt message, a lot of comedic moments. And honestly, to me, the science in Hail Mary seems sound. Not that I'm a huge scientist, but to me it worked. But at the same time, the science in the Transformers franchise is sound to me, so take that as you will. As far as the cast goes, we do have some other cast members, but I just want to focus on Ryan Gosling. He has become one of my favorite actors in Hollywood. I mean, at one point, you know, he was just like the love interest, the rom-com, romance dude. He has now become an action hero, the adventure guy. He's been in some dramas, and in a lot of these movies, he has those comedy elements also. And honestly, what a man. He's a handsome dude. And that's coming from a straight guy. And I don't say handsome lightly, as I myself am a peak specimen. Nah, I'm just kidding. In this movie, the character Grace comes off as kind of a mad scientist at times. Like, I don't know, that's not the right way to put it. All right, I just Googled it, and Ryan Gosling said he was going for like a scatterbrained scientist type of vibe. So that makes more sense than mad scientist. Because mad scientists are more like, yes, ooh, what will this do? And then the other main character is Rocky. You know, round of applause to that puppet CGI character. He was awesome. He was adorable. That's all I can say about that. I guess I don't know if it was a he, but they named him Rocky. To me, that's a masculine name. The message of this movie was also great. It was really about working together and overcoming a conflict. I mean, we have our side characters on Earth, all the different countries of the world, and the scientists from these different countries coming together to try to save the world. Then we have the message of bravery, and our main character, Grace, feels he was not born brave. But he starts to learn that bravery isn't something you were born with. It's about finding someone to be brave for. That's a great message. We all have that person that we want to be brave for, so it's very relatable. Grace is scared in this movie, he doubts himself, but we also see him as he becomes that unlikely hero everybody needs. And I also really like the curiosity over conflict route that they went in this movie. It wasn't about an evil alien or an alien invasion, but it was really about breaking boundaries. I mean, Grace and Rocky can't communicate at first, but we see them as they have a bigger problem to solve, and we see them as they have to learn to work together. I will say, I can already see critics slamming this movie for the communication part. They're probably going to say, that's not really realistic. I mean, how did they learn to communicate so quickly? You know, language is complex, especially when it's otherworldly beings. It would take years to communicate. Well, guess what? To me, that would have made the movie worse because that wasn't the focus. If you want to see a movie about communication and symbols and how communication really works, go watch Arrival with Jeremy Renner and Amy Adams. That's a great film. But Hail Mary wasn't about that. Sure, there's a lot of things, if you want to be nitpicky, that didn't make sense. Grace is a scientist, but he learns how to pilot the ship pretty quickly. The communication aspect, I mean, they put some words in a computer and then they're able to talk. But if we would have dived into those parts, it would have changed the whole mood and feeling of the movie, and it would have lost that kind of heartfelt element that they focused on. So I'm fine with that. I mean, there's a rock alien, for heaven's sakes. We're already suspending our disbelief. All right, guys and girls, if you made it to this point in the review, then fist my bump. That's not as weird as it sounds, guys. Just go watch the movie. I probably just shouldn't have said that. But it's cute in the movie, I swear. It's not like a weird thing, okay? Have you guys seen Hail Mary? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you expect more? And do you also think Ryan Gosling is the man? And remember, if you like movies and you love nerding out about them, come back here to my bathroom anytime.